Good afternoon, I'm Saas Fahani and you are watching MediaPlex Live at 1.
After a long stretch.
The Safe Consumption site has been given the green light, Rawat Consul reports.
After a long stretch of uncertainty, the Windsor City Council voted 7-4 to establish a permanent drug consumption and treatment clinic at 101 Wyandotte Street.
I don't mind. I get that everyone needs to get their help. I understand that. But the biggest problem I have right now is why do they have to have it right beside a family restaurant? You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to want to go into a family restaurant, have a meal, and look out the window and see a bunch of druggies.
For the MediaPlex News, I am Rawat Consul.
Let's join Sarah Werstein from Crime Stoppers.
The Windsor Police Service is actively searching for 4 suspects after a man was stabbed in a home invasion in the 2200 block of Charles Avenue on Sunday, February 26th at approximately 4 a.m. Through investigation, officers learned that the 4 suspects arrived in a white 2021 Toyota RAV4. The suspects forced entry into the residence and stabbed a 26-year-old male who was later taken to hospital with life-threatening injuries. The 4 male suspects then fled the scene on foot and the vehicle was seized by police as evidence. The description of the outstanding suspects has been very limited, and investigators are asking anyone who lives in the area to check their security cameras or dash cams for evidence related to the case. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Windsor Police Major Crime Unit or Crime Stoppers anonymously at 519-258-TIPS or online at catchcrooks.com. I'm Police Coordinator Sarah Werstein.
Inflation is affecting everyone, including students, Samarjit Singh reports.
So as we all know, due to inflation, the prices are getting higher day by day, which is affecting Canadians as well as all the people living in Canada. The prices of petrol as well as mortgage is getting higher, but the wages rate are the same.
Navjot Singh, chef at Punjab Barbecue.
Inflation has affected me a lot adversely. To be honest, earlier I used to eat at restaurants every day, almost every day, and now I just have to cook at home because food outside is getting expensive. And I am honestly lucky that I can at least afford my groceries. And but the wages, they are still the same, right? Like the minimum wage is still about $15.5 an hour, and which hasn't been increased. But if we look at prices, they have been growing exponentially.
Let's talk to Mazhar Islam Nashad, who is an engineering student.
Living in Canada, I would say that it has some significant effect. Like for instance, the other day we went to buy some eggs, and it was like $13. Previously, it was half the price, and it was. I would say that people in Canada, they have effect on these prices, but most of the time, people don't realize that these small price changes would keep on changing until they would come to a fixed price.
Most of the people living in Canada are getting affected due to inflation and are expecting government to do something for this. For MediaPlex News, I am Samarjit Singh.
Optomotive is proud to announce that they've crossed a major milestone, finding their first investor. Let's see it with Tyler Clapp.
A local tech startup is creating a new tool for workers. Beginning in 2016, Optomotive Technologies is developing automated robots working in extreme environments like mining sites and construction projects. Founder and CEO Scott Fairley said the intention of his company's products is to help reduce the workload found in jobs like building homes and mining various minerals.
The long-term objective of Optomotive is to reduce human suffering by implementing robotic platforms to go and automate those tasks that really nobody likes to go out and do.
One task Optomotive's products would do includes taking numerous photos on a construction site to measure its progress, in turn freeing up more time for human builders to focus on more important work. As for what it's like to develop this technology, mechanical engineer Stephen Vidian said it is a varied process.
Our iris comes from an ATV chassis, and we modify according to our needs right now. And we have a big 3D printer farm up here, and most of our products come from out of that.
With their robots being deployed in places including Washington State, Alberta, and Texas, it appears Optomotive Technologies is solving the problems of the future today. I'm Tyler Clapp for MediaPlex News.
Black History Month ends off with lots of ceremonies in Windsor. Manavi Shetty was one of the attendees.
As Black History Month ends today, let us look at how Nigerian Canadians celebrated at the WFCU Banquet Hall. With ways to celebrate and express themselves, Nigerian Canadians for Culture, Educational and Economic Progress NCCEEP invited to promote Scone Black Entrepreneurship Program in the community and to celebrate the Black History Month.
Today is more powerful because we get to express ourselves and really explore the history. So today is really important to me.
NCCEEP was set up in 2016, a non-profit organization that encourages the progress of people of Nigerian descent as well as the community at large.
NCCEEP community, they've been of great support to us. They help us with pop-ups and networking, right, business networking. So they've been very supportive.
To celebrate this occasion on behalf of Mayor Drew Dilkins, Councillor Ed Selman showed respect and appreciation towards the community, along with Windsor Fire Rescue Service Chief Stephen Lorfit and many more. Celebrate Black history every day to appreciate and remember the value of our Black community. I am Manvi Shetty from MediaPlex News.
It's still winter, and many of us like to hunker down and watch movies. Juan Zhang, tell us more.
How are you doing during the cold winter months? If you have young children, it can be hard to keep them occupied. That's why today we are going to share 3 movies you can watch with your little ones. First up is Home Alone. It's a comedy about an 8-year-old kid who tried to protect his house from thieves all by himself. It's a great movie for whole family, not only for kids but also for parents to remember when they were younger. The second movie is Love Actually. It's a typical British romance comedy film that humorously and meaningfully describes the meaning of love from children to old age. It would be nice to look for your experience in the movie. Do you know why it snows? If you have seen the movie Edward Scissorhands, you will already know. It is a movie that talks about sad love, so it remains in many people's mind for a long time. I think the 3 movies I introduced earlier can leave a good memory in this winter when it is ending. For MediaPlex News, I'm Juhan Chung.
Is it winter or is it spring? Kayla Tarnowski is here to give us some idea. Kayla?
Thanks, Oha. Today you can expect there to be a bit of a drizzle with a high of 6. Tomorrow we will see a high of 9, and you can expect the rain to start up again. And going into Thursday, we'll get a bit of a cloudy break from the rain and a high of 4. Back to you, Soha.
Law enforcement and community members joined forces and take the plunge in support of Special Olympics. Mackenzie Adams was there.
Those brave enough turned out to take the polar plunge this year in support of the Special Olympics. Hundreds gathered at the Windsor International Aquatic Center to take the frosty jump.
It's the thrill of it all, actually. You know, it's just like the fact that it's super cold outside and you're just jumping in, forgetting everything, putting everything behind you, just doing it for a good cause. I think that's what I'm here for.
This is the first in-person event since having to go virtual in 2020. The polar plunge has raised over $500,000 so far, exceeding their goal.
2018, 200 plungers, 52,000. 2019, 172 plungers, 45,000. And before we went virtual the last time live, 2020, we had 200 plungers and we raised $76,000 that year.
Did you take the plunge this year? For MediaPlex News, I'm Mackenzie Adams.
Join us for an open house here at the St. Clair College MediaPlex on March 25 from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. Explore the campus, learn about the programs, and find out how St. Clair rises above the ordinary. Hope to see you there. Thanks for tuning in. I am Saas Fahani, and you have been watching MediaPlex Live at 1.